What you're about to see is a video on a research project that focused on ECD service provision in Namibia. The project consists of a team of multidisciplinary researchers commissioned to undertake an independent research study. We are a partnership between the University of Namibia and the University of Bristol, and we wanted to understand the Perivoli Schools Trust program and its wider social impact on people's lived experiences in the community.
We undertook a 3-year qualitative study in 3 diverse regions of Namibia. We selected 6 ECD centers, 2 in each region. For each region, we had a center where the Perivoli Teachers Training Program was newly introduced, while the other center had been practicing the approach for a number of years. We spoke to educators receiving training, trainers delivering training, parents of children, and community members on the social impact. We also spoke to members of the leadership of the Perivoli Training Teachers Program. In total, we talked to 86 participants. Finally, we spent a considerable amount of time observing classrooms.
Don't be shy, don't be shy. We will learn together, we will learn together.
The clearing of the environment as well, so that this whole project might help the littering. It can keep the town clean as well, and in conjunction with the municipality, we can also engage with the municipality and assist them in keeping the environment clean.
I'm so happy for Perivoli. It's why I'm also long in Perivoli. Is you don't go out and buy things. You keep your income for something else. We help you to sustain your recycling things and do your things, and you don't have to go to the shop because things at the shop is too expensive. Let's work together, and it's a team, and do your things for yourself.
We prepared to build their own microphones to know that if they cannot talk loud enough, then there is other objects that can be used to let the sound out to the audience also. So that's where we brought in the mic. And so this is roughly just the paper that I got from the council. They have enjoyed it. I saw they had fun. Most likely they always like anything that goes with paper and waste and glue and that they can play with roughly. So we had fun, and the concept is, I think they understood what we are doing. Because when we just left now, I saw one participant was dancing on her own and doing her own music.
Knowing that we have a job to improve our own kids that will grow into our own community. That is something that I say I would really like.
The material is easy because every module it has its own material that we have to create actually. So it is, as I say that, materials is lying down. It's just for us to collect and then create what we need in our class. Yeah. So because not everybody afford to pay for, because Perivoli also is free. Actually, it's for 2 years. It's a 2 years course and it's free. So not every teacher that are at kindergarten can able to go for institutions like maybe NAMCOs to pay for that amount that they are asking. So with Perivoli, it's very easy to go in and then learn all these skills that you need.
'n kind se mindset werk vinniger of leer vinniger through activiteite wat jy met hande maak, through craft and things.
Waste material, it almost costs nothing. For vulnerable communities, really, it helps so much for the teachers that really, when they are in the classroom, from nothing, they made something for teaching purposes. Actually, the waste material, teaching the material made from waste material, they are so natural and also colorful.
Yeah, the parents shared with us that they are really very interested in this Perivoli approach of how they can assist their children, even at home,
And when the little ones come home with their homework, they're really excited. So they would want Perivoli to perhaps also look into how they can empower the parents by also providing training to them for them to better understand this approach and be able to assist the little ones even more at home.
Yeah, it is impactful because I would say they are saving a lot of money. In those years, we would send out letters, the parents should buy this and the parents should buy this. But now in this case, you just ask the parent to bring you an empty carton box that they will find at their work or that is already thrown out, or old newspapers that they finished to read, or even their bosses finished to read, because most parents don't buy newspapers. So maybe the place where the parent is working, the owner is reading a lot of newspapers. So rather than throwing it away, she makes it useful to us, because then they say, oh, it works a lot. It's working a lot for them, because she doesn't need to buy something for the child to use at school. She rather bring just the waste newspaper that is already written to bring, and the teacher can use it, make it useful in the class also.
The school allows both kids with special needs and kids without special needs to see that you can't really differentiate, because both of the kids, those groups, are doing the same work. The difference is the kids with a special need will have more patients to be dealt with them rather than the other kids. But that does not make a child less more important than the other. We should morely emphasize on the education that they receive and for them to have a brighter and better future ahead.
Actually, what I've noticed there is they are more into playing, learning whilst they are playing. That is the strategies that they mostly use there. So they keep the children busy whilst playing with them, and whilst playing they are also being taught. So what I've noticed there is they are using waste material like milk boxes, egg trays, and even the shells themselves. So they are now, for instance, if they do the environmental studies, they will use the egg shells, put in a little bit of sand, and then maybe a bin or something with the assistance of the parents as well. Then they will use the trays and the boxes, like I explained the other day. They will build vehicles with that, like vehicles, donkey carts and stuff. And what I've also noticed is that the kids feel very valued because they can contribute towards something, and that makes them really feel proud of themselves. It's sort of an encouragement also.
Some interesting findings emerged, and these were grouped under 5 main themes: quality of teaching and provision, environmental agenda, capacity building and sustainability, parental involvement, as well as health-related matters. The findings highlight the clarity and guidelines on classroom management. That came out very strong. The educators were appreciative of the fact that they could learn skills, and they felt very confident in producing educational toys for various activities, for various lessons, be it numeracy, literacy, religious courses, and environment, more especially on the environment. Children that have gone through the program could excel at primary school than those that did not. They could demonstrate strong numeracy skills and as well as literacy skill. And naturally, they were just confident how they conducted themselves. They had better social skills than those that didn't go through this program. The project found that there was a strong sense of environmental awareness that has come through the program. Children were making their parents aware at home, asking for waste material to take to school, and also teachers communicated to their parents to bring the waste material that they could have otherwise thrown in the bin and got disposed of. Some of it, or most of it, was useful in creating educational toys. Not only was it useful for educational toys, but it also cleaned up the environment in the vicinities. It made them aware how important it is to clean up the environment and how useful the waste material could be, and also the fact that they did not have to spend money on teaching resources. The training happened on site. So periodically the trainer would come around and having sensitized or having sent out a message to the ECD centers around the community, they would gather at a particular ECD center and she or he would come around and conduct training on site. That reduced cost in terms of transportation, in terms of hiring of a venue, and in most cases the trainer brought the waste material, knowing what he or she was going to teach on that particular day, and training would then be conducted. There is a module that talks to parental involvement on strategies on how to involve parents in the children's education. It has been a challenge in that not many parents attend, but those who attend had participated in the ECD Center's activity, and especially in the creation of the educational toys, in the provision of waste material that the school could use.
Indeed, there was some disruption in the offering of early childhood education during the time of the pandemic, when all people had to remain home. But some key aspect around practicing hygienic practices was continued to be practiced in schools up to the present day, with the washing of the hands regularly.